Did you know that over 16,000 patents have been filed with global authorities throughout history, all claiming they could generate power forever without any fuel? And every single one of those attempts, without exception, has been rejected for one reason and one reason only: science. Just imagine for a second, you could power your entire house, the AC, the washing machine, your computer, all without dropping a single dime to the electric company. That thought is absolutely wild, right? Especially when we're living in a time where our electricity bills are literally setting our wallets on fire, with energy prices hitting insane records we haven't seen in decades. But what if there was this small device that its creators claim can generate electricity with no sun, no wind, and no fuel whatsoever? Clean, unlimited, and free energy. Is this just some sci-fi fantasy that's exploiting the desperation of millions? Or are we truly on the verge of a real revolution that could change the face of energy across the entire world? And most importantly, could this gadget called Magmo be hiding a devastating scientific truth that threatens to collapse entire energy empires? Or is it just a scam? To dig deep into this bombshell and face the truth, hit that like button if you dig the content and subscribe to the channel. That's exactly what we're answering in today's episode. We're diving right in where the story really begins. They're not calling this thing a regular generator. Nah, they're pitching it as a complete revolution in the whole idea of energy. Imagine a power source that doesn't need the sun or the wind or even a single drop of fuel. A device that works anytime, anywhere, generating continuous electricity. That's Magmo, a device they claim runs on magnetic energy. No burning, no pollution, no dependence on the power grid. Just clean energy that's cranking out non-stop power. So how in the world can a machine keep pumping out electricity without any energy input? The claim is that inside Magmo, there's a super precisely designed magnetic system. The magnets are allegedly arranged in a way that makes them move continuously. This movement, they claim, pushes electrons through an electrical circuit, and that's how a constant current is generated. And the weirdest part is, once this process supposedly starts, it keeps going on its own without any external source. But hold up, we gotta pause right here and set the record straight. Scientifically, that description directly violates the most basic principle of physics known as the law of conservation of energy, the first law of thermodynamics. While scientists have studied the principle of magnet motion for years, any attempt to pull electrical energy out of a self-moving magnetic system will create a counterforce, what's called Lenz's law, which slows the motion and eventually brings it to a stop. This gadget, based on its self-sustaining description, falls into the category of a perpetual motion machine of the first kind, which is simply impossible to achieve. Any energy a permanent magnet seemingly generates is finite energy that came from the work done to create the magnet itself, and it would quickly run out. Despite that massive scientific hurdle, the promoters of the device claim the electricity it makes isn't wasted as heat or noise like with regular generators. Nah, they claim almost every single watt of energy it produces is usable, and unlike batteries that get weaker over time, Magmo is supposedly designed to last for years with almost zero maintenance because it has no mechanical parts to wear down. Any house or small business needs steady power, and that's what they say makes Magmo different. The home model can allegedly produce up to 5 kilowatts, which is enough juice to power an entire house. The commercial version goes up to 20 kilowatts, perfect for offices, small businesses, or even places that are way off the grid. The biggest selling point? It works day and night, not like solar or wind that depends on the weather, and not like batteries that degrade. Once Magmo is on, they claim it keeps generating electricity at maximum capacity non-stop. Okay, let's be real. Magmo isn't cheap. The home version is supposedly around $4,125. The commercial version goes up to $7,334. But when you do the math in the long run, they argue the bill you pay every month will vanish completely. No fuel, no maintenance, no extra costs. They just say the device pays for itself. And after that, all the energy it generates is totally free. Normally, any power generator needs installation, upkeep, and constant monitoring. But Magmo is different, they say. It's simple, compact, and lightweight. You can put it in your house, in the garage, or even take it with you in an RV or a cabin up in the mountains. And even though it's a super advanced device, it supposedly doesn't need any effort from you. No oil changes, no spare parts, no fuel. You just turn it on, and they claim it keeps going on its own. Now, why does this solution seem so appealing? We need to remember why this problem is so urgent. Electricity prices are spiking every year. Families are struggling to keep up, and small businesses are dying trying to pay the bills. But it's not just about the money. The vast majority of our electricity is still coming from fossil fuels, coal, oil, and gas, sources that are choking our planet and destroying it. And it gets worse. Power outages and blackouts are happening more and more. Old grids can't handle the rising demand. We're totally trapped in a system that's fragile, expensive, and damaging to nature. In light of all that, Magmo offers a real alternative, according to its promoters. No emissions, no smoke, no loud noises like generators. It's simply 100% clean energy. Millions of people are still living without stable electricity. Entire villages in Africa and Asia don't know what it's like to turn on a light at night. A natural disaster can cut off a whole city's power. Magmo could be the solution, they claim, because it doesn't need a grid, it doesn't need fuel. Just one device could potentially save entire families and communities. Magmo isn't just a gadget, it's a promise of a totally different world. A world with no electricity bills, no pollution, no dependence on old, exhausting systems. But the real question is the truth really that this device represents some kind of breakthrough science that's been kept under wraps? Or is this thing just another example of a fake perpetual motion machine that science has already debunked, being marketed to exploit desperate people dealing with insane energy prices? And would the giant energy companies really let a claim like this, even if it was fake, actually threaten their billions in profits? Is Magmo really the future, or just the latest illusion being sold to people who dream of freedom from their bills? What's the bigger challenge here? The law of physics or the empires of money?